Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Pen Paper. I came here to get biz. Listen, that's it, yo. Hold on.
Is that a freestyle?
I want to make this clear.
Oh, you came with some bars today, didn't you?
Oh, no, listen, I ain't even coming to give him the bars.
Okay.
But I got somebody that's coming to give him the bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got the special guest.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, when she came through the door, I already felt the presence. I was in the studio. Come on, man. Look, listen. I usually do the introduction, but I feel like for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and take, you know what I'm saying, back seat and let you take the lead. And I want you to let the people know, though. You feel me? Like, they got to know. For the people that don't know, let them know who you are, who I got in this building right now.
Who you got in the building? You got
Who I got?
1990s. You got, Monty Moves.
Okay.
AC's the D's.
Okay.
ARC's the Spitter.
Okay.
Talk that
Go on
shit.
for days. It just depends on what's going on, who you got in there.
Hey,
know?
look, I like the fact that you like to talk your shit.
A little bit, I'm humble with it though.
That's what it is. So look, I'm going to go ahead and set the tone because I feel like this is the biggest one that everybody wants to know when I kind of went around and kind of did my little survey. People want to know, where are you originally from?
I get that question 90 million times.
I'm pretty sure I was going to hit you on the DM and just ask. I said, nah, I'm going to bring this shit live and direct because they want to know.
So for everybody, I'm from 716 Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the answer, everybody. Everybody wants. So that's where you originally from.
Yes.
Okay, so when did the migration happen?
After high school, I came down here. I went to Central.
Okay.
And, I kind of just stayed, within the vicinity.
So you came down here after high school.
Yes.
So do you swag out the whole 2, 3, 4 years in Raleigh? I mean, in Durham, I would say.
In Durham. Well, yeah, I moved off of campus immediately.
I feel you on that. I know how that game go.
Yeah, but, after that, I stayed in the vicinity. And, I moved to Atlanta for a little bit. Then I moved back up to Jersey for a little bit. And then, kind of just came back here. I live in Charlotte now. So
that's what it is. You in Charlotte now. So look, that's what everybody that want to know. I'm telling you. If I ain't get nothing else, I got, where is she from? Is she from here? Is she from Canada?
I'm from Earth. I can't
that's just for the Earth.
It is though.
God gave us.
But
Armani
you
Caesar.
said that you said you from New York. You said you been to Atlanta. You been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
But I also checked out your music on YouTube as well. And everything's fire. You feel me?
Thank you, man.
But
Certified
the thing is though, I seen that in 2013 you put out some videos, and then 2015 you put some out, and then 2017 you put some out. Was that within the time of you doing the traveling, or what within that time?
Yeah, a lot of life. Just coming down here, when I first got down here, and, I was really trying to take my music serious, it was a tug of war between school and doing music. Right. And then after I was done with school, then it was like, okay, now it's life and doing music, like trying to get money, hopping in and out of relationships, that kind of thing, just doing life. And so, in between that last time, the last 2015 till now, got into a situation where I was getting shot by a whole bunch of different labels and, kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to go with it. And you know how it's just, I found out basically during that time, it was like Santa Claus wasn't real. It was like all the smoke and mirrors was all gone, and I actually got to see exactly how the music business worked. And it was a shock. It was, it wasn't what I expected it to be. But I always came from a background of hustlers. I always got my own bread. I always made sure that I was straight. And I've never been one of those fugazi rappers that talk a lot of shit that they ain't never done or anything like that. And I feel like that's what the industry is full of. A lot of these niggas is broke. They signing on their life away to these deals. And I can't do that. Like, at the end of the day, I would rather just live my best life and, just do this shit however I do it. But I felt like, okay, well, I gotta do this. My fans is really counting on me like to win. Everybody is like, no, like we need you in the game. Like there ain't nobody like you in this game right now. We can't compare you to nobody.
Do you believe that in yourself though?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Really, because like even looking at her videos and like the visuals that she puts out, even a lot of dudes' visuals ain't even.
They ain't on point.
Like,
I be the first to let them know.
Like everyone, like even from I went to the first joint she put up, the joint, the Don't Judge Me joint. You feel me? She got up there. That joint, it was even a quality video. Even the bars was up to par. Then that was like 5 years ago. You
I was
she still
a
had bars.
baby.
She still had bars though. But it's still, but the thing is, like she's hotter than most niggas in the area.
I believe that, yo. When I actually started doing my research, I believe that. I really do believe that. Do you freestyle most of your songs or do you write a lot?
I write a lot. You know,
do you write your own stuff though?
I've always written my own shit.
Okay.
I've never had to go.
You heard it first. You heard it on media first.
Nigga ain't writing your shit for you. None of that shit right there.
A nigga has never been behind my bars, my bag, or anything. At the end of the day, like this has always been me and God. Like at the end of the day, I've been doing this since I was like a baby. I wrote my first rhymes when I was 12 years old. Like and I just love doing it. I love going to school with raps and rapping and beating on the lunch tables. I love being in the hood and just hopping in the cypher, being the only female. Like, like that's the era I come from. I don't come from an era where it's just popping to do it and now everybody is trying to hop on a bandwagon. I really do this. And so that's another thing. It's like hip hop to me is.
No, just my next question. Go ahead. This flow. You flowing.
You know, I was just gonna say hip hop to me is more like a relationship. That's something that I grew up on. This is like my livelihood. This is everything that my life has been based around. From, you know, even the classes that I took in school, my choices that I've made, just period, and everything that has gotten me through life, not just music, but hip hop especially. And so I have a higher regard for it than a lot of my peers.
Yeah, it means a little more to you.
Yeah, and I have a respect for it. I've done my research. I know about, the pioneers, and I respect them versus they not my competition. I don't look at them as washed or anything. I look at I'm constantly sweating Missy on her page, I love you so much. Like,
So is that why a lot?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Is that why a lot of your beats are like a lot of old school 90s feel music?
Definitely.
That's what's up right there.
That's where 1996 came from. It really was just me wanting to do music, and I was just going through a bunch of beats, and they all sounded the same. They all sounded like what I was wanting to hear. Well, what I didn't want to hear, but everybody else was kind of riding that same wave. So I was just like, well, let me switch it up, and this is what I want to rhyme on. I actually did the first song, which was, I think, the hot music beat, and I was like, okay, well, I want a beat like this, and I sent it to somebody that did beats, and I just, I'm like, I want this bounce. So I was like, after that, then it was like, okay, well, cool, let me just load up a couple more joints that I like, and it ended up turning into 1996.
That's dope, too. That is so dope.
So what would you say the perfect deal for you would be?
The perfect deal for me would be a great event.
Okay.
Pretty much, I would say 90% of my publishing.
Now you talking.
100%.
Oh, see, I took it out there, I was gonna fuck up. Did I tell you that? I said, look, I'm gonna end up messing it up.
No, you straight. No, but I would say like as much as my publishing as I can possibly get in this game right now, that's where it is, especially if you write your own music. And that's where a lot of your money is gonna come from. Nothing having to do with any 360, and just really a company that is going to back me 100%, that is going to make me #1 priority, and make sure that we're going in the direction that they chose me for. When I had a deal on the table with a couple record labels, I don't really want to say their names, but and I was in these rooms like this big, doing my showcase in front of like, the big names of, the game. And a lot of them were like, cool, we love her. And then eventually it trickled down into, okay, we love your sound, but try to do something like this on it, which is what everybody else was doing, which was, quote unquote popping at the time. And that's just not me. Like, this is not what you fell in love with me for. It's like a girl, it's like a dude that wants a at-home girl, plain Jane, but then sweats the Instagram bitches.
Right.
It's like, you you want me for this, but then you want to chase that.
You don't get no better than that.
So I really, you know, more so than anything, I just want to be able to switch everything around. I feel like everything comes back from fashion to music and everything else that follows. There's nothing new under the sun. So
I feel like you're so put together, you really don't even need a deal. You can stay independent and prosper. I really feel like that.
That's real.
Because really what you were describing is really you being independent and somebody just being your distribution for real.
yeah, distribution sounds wonderful. I think that is the biggest thing. Like, the hardest part about being independent is the fact that I had to support my own, you know, fund everything. And I was the makeup artist, the hairstylist, the stylist, I'm editing the videos. Like, it was so much that I was doing.
So
and
you
it was
editing the videos?
Look,
yes.
And we might have to bring on to the team.
I'm serious, but that also, you know, you burn out quick doing everything yourself, which is why I thank God for the team that I have now, and I thank God for, you know, my management and everybody that has, you know, put a hand in it and helped me out, because I'm a control freak.
Yeah.
And I've learned just by doing this for so long that you cannot do everything on your own. And so, you know, eventually it'll happen.
What's your sign, though? What's your sign?
I'm
You
a
say
Gemini.
you're a Gemini?
Yes.
Oh, man. That means you can be anybody.
That's why you got Armani and you got Caesar. That's
See,
where the name came from.
Gemini's is winning right now. Y'all see what the Gemini's is looking like right now.
Listen, most of the greats are Geminis. Prince is a Gemini. Kendrick is a Gemini. Big was a Gemini, I think. Tupac is a Gemini. Like, come on, I can go on for days.
You know your history, though.
Yes.
Like it comes off, like, I've done a lot of different interviews with different artists. And I always try to plug their brains about different things, just to kind of see where they at when it comes down to just music alone. But, like, far as, like, music, I know you said you started right when you was 12. But what really got you into saying, you know what? A beat. I hear a beat, and I want to try to put words together that flow. Like, when that time came, like, when you realized, like, man, I kind of want to do this.
Like I said, like, I really used to be around, like, a lot of, you know, thug niggas in the hood, and they would be, you know, rapping, you know, like, either on a porch or somewhere on a block or something like that. They'll put on a Dipset beat or something like that. And it was just like, I was so fascinated. I was like, I want to do that. And there was no girls doing it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do it. One day I'm just going to get in the cypher with everybody else. I'm going to just start spitting my shit. And I remember the first time I did, and everybody's reaction was just like,
yo, was your chest pumping?
Like, hell yeah!
Oh shit, I'm about to go in here. Like,
niggas would be like, you trash, get the fuck out of here. Like, people, no, like, they wasn't.
Did you write and prepare for it, or did you just freestyle it?
Oh, I prepared for weeks.
oh, you prepared for it?
I wasn't coming like, no, I'm a perfectionist, so I wasn't coming like half-assed. I knew that I was going to have to kill it, otherwise they would never respect me.
Right.
And I just feel like that's just with anything. That's why I want to continue to do the best that I can and prove my excellence to everyone else. It may not be, you know, perfection, but it's excellence. And I feel like that's what the rap game is missing right now. I feel like a lot of the times we praise mediocrity just because it's the only thing there. And I don't, you know, I feel like that needs to change. Just as a whole, as a group, as a nation, like, you know, I feel like that just needs to change.
That's real. You got, your point of view is solid. Your point of, I'm sitting, I'm just listening, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to talk.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to you right now. You saying some good shit right now.
I mean.
So let me ask you this though, like, far as, besides music, after you grab the bag from the music, because we're going to go ahead and speak. I already know what's going to happen for you. It's already happening. Like, where do you want to take that money that you get from your hard work? What would you, like, really put it in and make blossom?
I would put it into, I went to a performing arts school from 5th to 12th grade.
Okay.
I feel like that was very instrumental in my artistry, just because, you know, I came in as a visual art major, but that wasn't just my concentration. We had to study everything from music to instrumental music to vocal music to acting, dance, you know, TV and media, everything. And so I feel like, you know, a lot of our minority kids don't have a chance to be well-rounded and cultured. And, you know, if you're not getting that at home, you know, and you're not getting it in school, then you're going to be stuck in this box thinking that you have to do whatever is popping, which is why I feel like the game is fucked up now. And so, you know.
That's real, too.
Yeah.
That's so real. That's the real shit I think I heard today.
No, for real. And so I feel like, you know, just having more programs for kids that, you know, may not have the money or the opportunities to pursue the things that they want to do, and, you know, being able to fund trips and, you know, concert trips and all of that, and for people to come in and speak to these kids and them to actually not be afraid to be who they are and to really like spread their wings and figure out who they are and what they want to do without having to be told, oh no, well you just need to do this or go to college, or you need to, you know, be a dentist or a doctor or a nurse or whatever. Like, you know.
Right.
Because I was told that at first. You know, I came to Central trying to be a nurse, and I seen all that math and science and that blood and shit, and I was like, hell nah, I ain't about to do all that. Put me in business. Where's the business?
Let me get that. Let me see what that's about. I feel you on that. So you wanted to be a nurse?
A bit. Well, I wanted to be a nurse because that was all that I knew. Most of the girls that I, you know, either grew up seeing or just I was surrounded by that was older than me was growing up. They was CNAs. You know what I'm saying? They had like regular paying jobs, and that was just it. They had kids and kept it moving.
Got you. So when you came out here, you became a full-time rapper, or you're a full-time rapper now? What's going on?
I'm a full-time just entrepreneur, period. Like, I'm a serial business owner. Like, I had, you know, AR89, which was, you know, my clothing line. Then I had, you know, I do the promotion on Instagram. Instagram is great for making money. Like, as far as...
I seen Dutch Masters posted you like a few weeks ago.
Oh, shit. I mean, look.
You didn't know about it?
No, I know.
You get up in my
I'm gonna grab into that.
Like 2 weeks ago they posted it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But you know, more or less than anything, I found out not too long ago that I can just get paid off of doing everything that I do on a daily basis, and that has changed my life extremely.
Gotcha.
You know,
sound like a gold digger.
Yeah. I was just about to say
like a gold digger.
You need to talk like
Yes.
So GOAL.
Yeah, go ahead, drop that in there, let them know.
Oh my God, yo, forward reaches.
Yeah.
Come on, man, you get it first at Big Mouf. You get it
Feel like
first.
we got the end of live.
We got the hot topic, nigga.
We in there now. Shit.
We just got that exclusive.
Shit, we get it first.
Oh no, we in there. Thank you for doing your due diligence.
See, you gonna make the dream right. Put it in. I need everybody to put it on there. Put it on there, man. Put it in here, man. Teamwork make the dream work, baby.
Listen, I'm in them DMs. Soon as we leave, P hit them up. For real. No.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. That's what's up. So look, you come to this Big Mouf Media room. You know, you got the blessings.
Okay.
And I feel like you got bars with these dudes. Hey, yo,
You feel like, hold on.
No.
Come on, man. Her bars is better than probably, I want you real, 100% of the rappers at your next showcase.
Oh man.
Did y'all hear that?
For real though.
They said it first.
Oh,
And I'm an artist myself, but I'm just keeping it all 100 with you, you feel me?
Hey.
Most of these rappers, they don't rap about shit, or either they rap about something, it's all cap.
It's all cap.
It's yeah.
Hey, look. This is what I'm gonna do then. This is what I'm gonna do then.
That's what I do.
Look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw on a beat, right?
Load him up then.
I'm gonna load something up real quick. And once I load it up, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let the work do its work.
Alright,
Come on.
Look, Perry, while you loading up that song, let me tell you, when I was asking the question, right, she touched my leg and it hasn't stopped tingling.
Oh Lord!
Shit, man.
Oh Lord!
It hasn't stopped
The
tingling yet.
more it's starting to kick in. It's starting to kick in a little bit. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
I put
I mean, you said the number one question was where she from. Niggas didn't give a fuck where she from. She could be in Japan, niggas would call that flight. And she was in a relationship or not.
No, I'm in a relationship, and my man is currently incarcerated. So
Okay.
Free that man.
Yeah, facts.
My nigga, okay, I miss you, baby.
Right. Let's see. We gonna get
So as a woman, like, you're a figure, especially on social media. What do you think is something that a lot of women lack, that they don't have, that you think you have, that you can give advice to say, like, hey, this is what is a part of being a woman?
I would say boldness.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of women move on eggshells. I mean, I feel like women don't realize how much power they have. And I feel like a lot of the times, especially with social media, you know, it's a algorithm based off of instant gratification. Not realizing that this is also a tool that can, like, propel you into anything that you want to be. Like, people are really literally becoming millionaires off of social media. And I feel like a lot of the times, like, for me personally, I remember I would never get on social media without makeup on. Like, I was like, hell no. Like, I just, ain't nobody about to be seeing me looking crazy or whatever. And then I did a freestyle one day with a bonnet on, and it had, like, mad views and, like, hundreds of comments, and, like, everybody showing me love, like, not even mentioning the bonnet at all. I think the only person that mentioned my bonnet was my mom. Like, girl, you know, I taught you better. You weren't raised okay. But she literally, like, but after I seen that, I started to get more comfortable. I feel like, you know, a lot of the times we, not just women, just us period, as people, a lot of times we second guess things because we don't think that it's perfect. And I feel like now we're living in an age where people love other people's imperfections because then it makes you relatable. It's like, okay, I can see you and I can relate to everything you're going through. I got on a bonnet too. I ain't got on no makeup right now. My pajamas got a hole in them. And, you know, I can relate to you. And I feel like, you know, that was one of the main things that I felt that kind of held me back because, you know, coming in, I mean, I've always been, you know, fly. I've always been, you know, like, I've always taken pride in the way that I looked and presented myself. But at the same time, you almost set yourself up for failure with that because then it's like, if people view you up here, then all they're trying to do is bring you down.
That's it. That's real, y'all. I gotta get an amen on that. I was saying amen. I don't go for the amen. I'm gonna throw it in the gossip.
Pass the plate, you know,
That's what it is. So look, I'm not gonna put you on blast, but sometimes I feel like I am putting you on blast. I'm trying to put you for the blast. But we got a big event that's coming up, July 21st.
Upscale networking event.
July 21st.
July 21st, okay.
Your guy Perry Paper right here in front of you.
Okay.
It's your host. So you know it's gonna be a whole nother type of issue.
Well, we put it on the calendar then. We
Hey, look, if we can put it on the calendar.
Everybody heard that, right?
Man, let's put it on the calendar.
I'm around.
Because look, she thought that this was something. This was nothing. I'm gonna make sure she had the bells coming in. We gonna do something different for the intro. We gonna take it back to that, what is it? What's that movie? Back to America.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. Think about my show, Back to the Basement. Coming to America. We're gonna have it all ready for you.
Nice.
But now, listen, I'm giving you a personal invite if you would like to come.
I will definitely be there.
Say no more, man.
Y'all heard that her man, she do have a man, he locked up.
So you know the nigga crazy.
Come inside the Nagasi acting crazy. Get out. I don't know this man, but he already, hey, she got a man, he locked up. So don't come there acting crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's gonna get real. That's what it is. So look, I feel like the people need to know how you get it in with these bars. You ready for this right here or what?
Of course.
I feel like this beat right here is a beat that just set the tone right here.
Of course.
Tell me if you rock with it or not.
Yeah.
All right, say no more. Say no more.
It's live.
Let the beat.
You know, this is my era.
Classic.
Yeah. Suspect. though. Try again, bitches. 2 Tech 9s to my twin bitches. Pointing at you in the low till they limp biscuits. Hottest bitch spitting. Did I mention? Just with one line, I could kill bitches. All this ice on my neck and my wrist dipped in blue diamonds. My wrist look like it's crippling. Iced out, Jesus peace, money so religious. But this ain't Christ on my neck, this is Mel Gibson. I'm on a mission, tripping, waiting on a shipment. If it land, I'm the man to block back the clip. You my nigga tripping, I'm tripping, I don't need a witness. Give me dumb, get up out my business. That was the freestyle right there. Hold up.
Come on, I think that's it. I mean, you want to get
I probably know 16, but you know, I could go a little longer.
I mean, that's look, listen.
Come on now.
Listen, I know if I ask for any more, I may have to pay for it. So it's really up to you.
To holler at people.
I got a question for you. You know, you being a bad female, a bad woman, in my opinion, like Cardi and Nicki, like who do you like the best? What do you think about them? Can you go bar for them if they called you right now on live, called you on the phone and said, Armani, let's do a song? Could you kick them out the water?
I like both Nicki and Cardi.
Okay.
For several reasons. I feel like, you know, Nicki held it down for almost a decade, you know, on her own in the game.
Facts.
I feel like Cardi, you know, like had the biggest glow up of all time.
Yeah, her shit was poppin'.
You know, her shit was popping, and I respect each and both of their grinds and both of their, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to compare people because I feel like people do it for different reasons. Yeah. They got different stories, and it's enough room for everybody. Like, you don't see, you know, like, the Migos going at 21 Savage, they're gonna make a collab album together. They, you know what I'm saying? You don't see like women doing like Watch the Thrones or the Honcho mixtape with Travis Scott and you know, like you don't see that, and I feel like that's what's needed to.
Why you feel like that's why isn't there?
Because I feel like we were programmed to believe that there can only be one bad bitch or one queen bitch. Yeah. And, you know, but it's a billion kings. Everybody saying they the king and the nigga and the number one and all of that shit. Like, but with women, I just feel like naturally we're territorial and we were, you know, of course, pitted against each other, you know, at a certain time, especially when Nicki was in the building because it was like the door was closed. Nobody wanted to hear anything from anybody for a long time. And now it's like kind of a backlash on that because once again, back to my analogy about being at the top. When you're at the top, nobody is want to get like, they're going to bring you down so they can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody loves the underdog. Which is why I feel like Cardi B won. Yeah. And that's really it. That's in a nutshell. Yeah. You write a book. It's coming soon. I'm like, you write that book. It's definitely coming soon. So I get the first one with the autograph, so I say, yo, look, man, I got it first. You know, I like that exclusive shit, you hear me? Listen, I told you I'm a hustler. We gonna do everything. We gonna do books, movies, all of that. I'm with you, yo. Hey, look, you need somebody to promote that motherfucker. Just bring it on my way. Listen, you are number one on the list, okay? No, for real. I'm gonna push that bitch to Hong Kong, you know? I'm trying to Here we go. We right here with one more. Okay. Just one, because I really feel like they don't even need this one more, but I'm going to give them this last one for the crowd. So then it got to be good. Is this a good beat? It's a good beat. I feel like you're going to rock with it. Okay. Here you go. P, if I fuck up on this one, I'm blaming you. It's going to be a quiet ride back to the other. Come on, I know you rock with this one. This that 90s feel. That was whoa. Anything you see is whoa. Come on, all that shit. Everything we do is whoa. Everything we do is whoa. That motherfucking Nagasa July 21st. That's whoa. There you go. Yeah, okay. Can y'all turn this up just a little bit? Turn it up, Perry. Come on, you know I'm gonna turn that shit up for you. Yo. Okay. Yo, it was over when I found out what a cipher is. Old school with it, nigga, this my type of shit. On the spot like the ending of your cycle, bitch. They say I go from a lady to a psycho bitch. Kill bitches, nickname me Miss Michael Vick. Go after me, these rapping bitches rather slice they wrist. Cause I'm bad, I can spit, and I'm nice as shit. It's a shame they think the nigga probably write my shit. Come on, can't beat no join, the best bet is follow. Black with white money, my offspring mulatto. I told what the time it is and don't need my bottles. killing them. Tell them bitches to plan their funeral.
Come on.
Blow money just in case I don't see tomorrow. All Star is coming up, we gon' need gelato.
Yeah.
Carry a Louis bag and they ain't got $1. I bag these hoes still when ask me to borrow. Ride this way, babe, they gon' need gelatos.
Yo,
Hold on. Did you hear what she said though?
I ain't writing no more.
She said,
I'm not writing no more.
fuck Ryan.
come on, man.
She said she killed bitches like Mike
Right.
Vick.
Oh my God.
Mike Vick, my nigga. She said she killed bitches like Mike Vick. Damn, that killed my whole. That killed most niggas' career and Mike Vick career.
I'm saying that I'm
Every time she
amazed.
drop a video.
I'm amazed though. I'm really amazed. And the reason why I say that is because you really got bars. Though. Like, no, that's the essence of my show, Back to the Basement. I'm giving that Rap City vibe again.
Yes, I love that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about bars. Like, you hear different type of music,
Right.
but it's like, I want to hear that 90s, that give me that, what I need to hit on that track, ride that motherfucker. You got that.
I think she might even be the first person to set it off.
The set this bitch up.
Because we put a nigga before her, I feel as if
Need to set the
they gonna be
tone.
like, damn, bro, like, did you write that, my nigga? Like,
Right.
I feel like she might have to be the first person.
But, and then you can hold your own, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about holding people accountable for shit nowadays. That's the only way you're going to get stuff done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you take initiative, you do everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Edit, direct,
Right.
write.
Not no more. My team
Well, not no
is
more,
building
yeah, I
now.
know,
My
yeah,
team is
because-
building now. We ain't got to.
Right, but you had it in you, though. It was what you was doing in the beginning.
Yeah, like I mean, it's my store, it's my McDonald's. I'ma flip the burgers, I'ma take the orders, I'ma make sure the cash register
Right,
straight,
you
I'ma
gonna make sure
clean
she
up,
right.
I'm on fries, I'm mopping, everything. Like that's what it is, and then eventually you'll build. But you know, a lot of people don't have that same work ethic.
Somewhere on my line said we need one more.
What?
Tell them they gotta come to the
Tell them they gotta come to the first.
July 21st, I will be there. July
Look, man, pass me that flyer right there, man. I feel like visual, she said visual is everything.
And plug that.
Look, man. Look, let the people know right here, man.
July 21st.
That's what they got to see right there.
Yes.
Look at that right there. This,
That's what y'all gotta see right
you
here.
see when you touch, you see what just happened when you touch it. You just glow a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The glow is real.
I love that.
But anything you want to let people know about you before we get up out of here?
Yeah, word. Talk to the
I
mic.
know we asked a lot of questions, but I know it's probably something that you want to let people know. Anything you got coming up, or just you in general?
Well, first and foremost, I will say that a lot of people, you know, they want more music and they always ask for more music, but it's still so much music that they haven't heard that's on YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
You just go type in Armani Caesar TV, that's my channel, subscribe, you're going to get all the videos first, and then just go down there. I got mad videos that a lot of people haven't seen yet. And for whatever reason, I don't know.
Please go look
Go
up.
spam them videos. I mean, I got the new Freezer out. I got the Rolling Peace freestyle out. I just dropped another. Like, I got so many joints on there that people haven't heard. They can also find me on SoundCloud. I'm on Dat Piff. I'm on CD Baby, iTunes, Tidal. Everything, like
That's what's
all
up
across
right
the
there.
board. Everything is Armani Caesar. My Instagram is Armani Caesar, ArmaniCaesar.
Talk that shit.
I'm the white way, not the black way.
Not the black way.
Yes. So make sure that you follow me, you know, and I'm gonna keep everybody updated. And I'm gonna feed the people.
That's it, yo. That's
But in the
it.
meantime, get that 1990 C's out.
Yes, that 1990 C's. The link is in my bio on Instagram. It's on Spinrilla and SoundCloud right now.
Side note, I did the artwork for that, so if y'all
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go
yeah. gonna push that.
Yes.
We gotta push that.
Yes.
certified.
Yeah, I
That was
definitely.
so fire, and yeah.
That's what it is right there, yo. Y'all got anything else? For I feel like.
My legs still take
Oh man,
But
I ain't got nothing to do with that one.
Look, that's cool. That's why I'm sitting right next to her.
Okay.
Nah, but we thank you so much for coming, stopping through Big Mouf Media platform and blessing us.
Yes.
Thank you
Because
for
you are
having
amazing.
me.
Keep going. Keep
Yes.
gold digging.
I definitely
Yes.
will.
Well,
Thank
that's
you
real
so
right
much
there.
for having me. I had an amazing time. This is
Yeah,
like one of my
it was
favorite
real
interviews.
too. The essence of it was so real.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people you know, will understand a little bit more about you than what they did before.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They'll also see the hunger that you got in you.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They'll also see the work ethic behind it. Because a lot of these, you know what? Let me fall back from saying the word niggas.
That's getting on 100, man, because these niggas ignorant.
No. We ain't gonna box ourselves here. We ain't gonna say niggas. We gonna say people in general.
People in
Yeah.
general.
They don't got the work ethic behind what they really say they about.
Because you know what? Most people, and I think the reason why I work so hard was because a lot of people, before they even heard me or before they even gave my music a good listen, always said, oh, well, you got the look. And I will always take offense to that because I'm like, I got the look, but like, did you just hear what I just said?
Right,
Or are you listening to what you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, but I feel like, you know, looks are deceiving. If you was to hear me and, you know, not even know who I am and I walked in the room, you'd be like, well, damn, who's that girl that was rapping? Like, just then. Like, I don't think that I would look like how I spit or
Like the new joint that she just posted on your Instagram, like, I know we gotta wrap it up, but the new joint she just posted, it's more commercial in the sense of compared to what you've been doing.
Yeah.
So
So for example,
the ones you just posted?
yeah,
Gotcha.
joint she on the counter
I
and
need that.
flexing with the, she already had the bag interview, that's what I'm saying. She's trying to get you, y'all know you gotta cut that shit.
Yeah.
For real.
But with that song that I was thinking when I heard it was like, if people was to hear it on the radio, they wouldn't know what you look like.
Right.
But then after they hear that and then see you,
Right.
it'll be,
A fan.
yeah,
Right.
off rip, like.
I just, you know, I need everybody in this room to just make sure that y'all at least share one video or just add
Share
one
one.
person
You ain't
underneath
gotta say
something
no more.
and make sure
I'm
that
glad
we're
you
spreading
did.
that awareness.
Look, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. I got you. I mean
Thank
that.
you. Thank you for the love.
From the core. I mean that from the core. We
Yeah.
gonna make sure we get a push in the best way we can.
Yeah.
Because who do you think that, like, if y'all could say that y'all could see me signed to anyone, who would you say?
She got us doing it.
Hey,
Yeah, that's my question
Okay.
for y'all.
I
I'ma
said Grand
keep-
Hustle.
Girl hustle?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, yo. The fact that you said that, I can see that,
I
yo.
can see that too.
I was watching the show the other day. I was like, damn, if I had a chance to be on that show, I'd be the #1 motherfucker for Grand Hustle, or I say good music.
Nah, I'm gonna put
I
on
would-
good
I
music.
would-
No.
Not good music?
No,
I
it sounded good music. She way too smart to sound good music. We ain't about to talk about
I been working with
Hey, Kanye, we ain't about to talk shit about you. We wanna do a feature with Richie. But nah.
Not fucking with Ye?
Nah,
You
not
know
yet.
what?
Not yet for the
Not to
label.
compare you with any artist in no way, but I feel like Hove is missing that one, because he done had, you know, Tierra Marie, he done had other beautiful women up there,
But he haven't had
Armani.
We gonna start tagging. We gonna
So
start
yeah,
tagging.
Yeah,
that's
We gonna
not
start
tagging this That's my main point right there. Just tag one of them in there.
Yo, I'm thinking every post I just tag them for the hell of it. Like, I
No,
love
because
it.
people really see that though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people get discovered off of Instagram all the time. Like I say it all the time. Like that is the biggest money making and the fastest money maker. Like
Right.
in this whole like decade, I feel like, you know, it's better than
T.I.,
YouTube.
Jay-Z.
It's better than Twitter.
Sign her right now.
Get her.
Big
Come get
Mouf
her right
Media
now
approved.
because.
Hey, look, we
But
moving.
somebody else come get her like Atlantic, come sign her and give her that 1.5.
Oh,
Y'all
somebody
be
gonna come
sick,
and
like,
get her.
dang,
They done fucked up. My vision done went off now. I'm ready to work.
Listen.